Okay, hi everyone, it's GP. I'm trying to put another video about next build. This time is Necromancer. It's kind of shitty. It's not tanky enough for my standards because I couldn't make my main char tanky enough, although uh, other mm, pieces are kind of fit, so minions are tank enough, but not really enough DPS wise, so let's showcase some. Okay, so bone golems are just for tank away all the incoming shit. Skeletal mages are for DPS, and also summon skeletons are for DPS. I know that they are not tanky and you have to resummon them, so it's crappy mechanics, but well, it was just my take because generally the idea behind this build is to make cold minions. So I boost all the possible statistics for cold. I utilize chaos bolts that mm, are uh, are made in this way, so it's fire to cold conversion. But then I have problems with mana, so I needed to find some perfect stats to just be able to uh, put as much mana as I could. So this item dropped, as you can see. It's very nice because a lot of mana shit in here going on, but then I couldn't find mm, good minion stats on it, so I decided to go this route, and I was trying to put as much mana as I could, so I could boost minions with this node. So for every 20 mana, I get 1 point of additional spell damage for my minions, and it turns out it's for the best. It's okay. Then when the best of this bunch of minions was okayish, then I was trying to make my char tanky enough so I wouldn't die that often. So I went armor route, and this item helps a lot with it. So I was lucky enough to slam strength into it, and also it's 30% armor boost, so it's nice. And it turns out that this item dropped, so it's 36 increased health, and this way I just made hybrid. It's a hybrid that is using twisted head, so whenever I spam my chaos bolts, I just uh, regen my ward, and also thanks to not bad health regeneration, I just quite fast get back my health. So I just spam and the minions are killing. But overall, it's not perfect because when I am tanky enough, minions aren't tanky enough, or minions have not enough damage. Or so It's very hard to balance. It's not perfect, and I am I have hope that in the next patch, when there come buff to send to Necromancer, it will be much better. So, how I play? I just installed the this steering minion steering on the mouse button when you normally would put, I don't know, rotating the environment. Just my button is just to steer the minions. So I could tell them to dodge some dots which are nasty for minions, and I'm just moving around my minions and I'm spamming Bone Curse and Chaos Balls. So it looks like this. I'm just running around, spamming Chaos Balls and putting Bone Curse. Wait, you would say, why Bone Curse? Well, because it has some nice support for cold, and I wanted cold, so it is cold. As you can see, they don't die too often. I can steer them. Let's see, this Bone Curse. Why Bone Curse? Because, well, first of all, it's kill threshold, so you're killing faster. Second thing, it's a few extra minions, and the last and maybe the most important is here. It's chill. You giving your minions chill chance, and you're giving them freeze rate. This way, the gameplay is safer because from time to time you freeze some minions. When they are freeze, they do not deal damage, so you are safer. And your minions are also safer. So as you can see, they freeze quite often. At last, at 300 corruptions, it's 338, so it's not that high. I couldn't get higher because of lack of DPS and lack of survivability. As you can see, I can freeze quite nice. Okay. And that's it. That's the build. You're just spamming bunkers and spamming chaos balls, but not too much. Just not to run out of mana, because it's very expensive skill. So if you like minions, it's a classic approach. So you took your favorite minions, you debuff the whole screen, and they are making the rest. So from time to time you need to revive one of your minions because they are dying. As you can see, Eco is conquered quite fast, so no problem here for farming for your other chas. You need to be careful, of course, for that, because you can die, insta-die sometimes. But overall, it's fun play. If you like minion builds, I think it's fun. I really like it. Maybe it's not as good as in the Grim Dawn, where minions are absolutely crushing, and in the last Epoch, minions are, well, shitty in terms of higher corruptions because they are not tanky enough, and I couldn't make them better. but maybe there are some possibilities like, well, I could turn this build, for example, into a bone golem. I didn't want. I just want a minion army, so I don't want to be forced to be uh, specialized in bone golems when I want my skeletons. So I just made what I wanted, and it turns out, well, not that strong. But as you can see, I can farm some monoliths around maybe 3, maybe 500. That's max for this build for this time around. It looks good. Well, maybe it's uh, power consuming for your PC because a lot of shit happening over the screen. But my rig is strong, so no problems here. Oh. As you can see, they are not dying that much. Golems are tanking. The rest of the pack is doing damage. Looks good. It's cold as I wanted. They freeze a lot. It's fun to play, fun to watch, but it's just not high corruption build. And I don't know if it would ever be. Okay, let's go back. Maybe just a few seconds more. You need to be careful about these things on the ground because sometimes you can insta die to them. Unfortunately, the game is uh, designed this way that you have to dodge, you have to move around. The game encourages active play, not standing just and watching like your minions kill. So as you can see, it's not bad, but it's just low corruption for my taste. If it were doing this well at around 700, I would say it's nice build, but around 350 or 400 corruption, it's just a meme build. But, well, I do what I could. Okay, let's try some nemesis. It would be hard because of dots. As you maybe know, not only Char could die to dots, but also minions. So we're just running around, escaping from dots, and trying to do enough damage to kill the Nemps. So it's hard. It's one of the harder things to survive these Nemps, especially this one with acid. We need to escape and tank when we could. As you can see, we can just for a second we could freeze them, but it's mainly just running around and try to survive the dots. It's shitty, but well, it is how it is. Oh, yeah, but it's doable, but on this low corruption, it's not it's not great. Yeah, and that's it. So as you could see, many issues with this build, and I don't find a chance to make it better. I don't know if it survived the next patch because of nerfing ward. So maybe it would be that build, another dead build. So for archive of my ideas and just for historic reasons, I put it in YouTube so you can see what ideas work, what not. So well, that's it. Take care, have a good day, and see you next time. Bye.